No, it's okay. Okay. So the reason we're wearing this is because, look, we're talking about a real scenario now. We're not going, hey, let's fight in a cage. We're talking, a man was about to grab my child on a soccer field. That's different. That's different. You know what I mean? It got to the point where you thought you were going to have to grab him. They're wearing clothes. That makes sense. So first and foremost, all right, we don't have to worry about. I'm going to tie it for you. Don't worry about it. I'll tie it. So the gi, all right, or kimono, this core of the jiu-jitsu that we do. All right, the samurai used to wear this underneath all their armor, signifying they're ready to die in battle. All right, so that's when we put this on. I know it's cheesy, but that's kind of how I remember it. All right, the gi right now, the reason we wear this because in that self-defense situation, when you're looking at him, and let's say you're standing there, right? No right here, no right here. Right? And the sideline's here, right? And your kid's right here, and he is how close to maybe grabbing your child. And you're thinking, do I grab? What do you grab? Do I grab? Yeah, don't grab the shirt. Do I grab his shirt? Right? Does he have a belt on? Do I grab his belt? Do you know what I mean? So you have all these things going on in your brain, right? Do I grab his pants? Do I get to him before you? Like, you're ready to jump. I mean, you're right there, right? So go get us. So you're here, right? And he's screaming, he's swearing at your child. How old? 9-year-old? 9-year-old child. All right, so that's the idea. So now we're in that scenario. All right, so now, so I go to jump. What's your first instinct? Okay, so yes. So wrist control, beautiful. So you got that. So if we're talking just self-defense, and I'm going to take you over there, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to try and pull you here. Now, if I go 2-on-1, now you can punch me and strike me. So a lot of guys will go here and strike and try and really get that grip to take you over here. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that wrist control. So your instinct was great because control the hands. All right. Okay. Cool. So when we're working this right now, is if I go grab your here, first thing you want is get your wrist back. Okay, right? The way I want to get my wrist back, grab my wrist, is I want to do what's called a kung fu move. I'm like, okay, you got me. No, I got you. That's where I want to start. Rather than, I just got to get away. We're in a self-defense. Once someone grabs me, like you said, I'm not just going to, let me go, let me break free. Best offense is a great defense. The best defense is a great offense. And that makes sense. So right here now, just go kung fu move right back. That's it, right there. All right? Now, if I grab the other side, same idea. You're just getting that back, and you're creating separation. Yeah. So now it's like, okay. So if I go like this, I'm trying to pull you. Yes. Now put that foot back. Put there. And now, no. So I want you to do this move. So if I grab you, do that. So now you grab my wrist. So basic. All right. Cool. Now it's so specific. A lot of people always ask me, hey, what's the defense of this? What's the defense of that? All right. My answer is usually the same thing. Master the offense, and the defense becomes easier. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if I'm in here and I want to grab your wrist, I want to get all the specifics. So I'm so specific that I'm there grabbing the joint. I'm not here. Okay. I'm actually grabbing right there. You get that from, when you're fighting in MMA, we have that glove. And there's a little ridge right there. You try and get right in between it. And they're not going to hand back. It's called wrist control. So that's the idea, is that's 101. So if that guy's going and as soon as you see him grow, as soon as you see, what do you want to do? Yeah, if you can, maybe even underneath. Yeah, okay. So now that's a sleeve control. So when we talk sleeve control, we have all these grips here. That makes sense? Yeah. We have collar control, sleeve control, boom. That makes sense? Yeah. Lapel, we call it. And that's the basic of the grips. So if you're thinking, stand here again. I know I'm trying to do a scenario, but as soon as you see him, now you see this guy might be going on the field, right? What are you going to do? Boom. Yep. Or no. So I would grab right there, grab the full fabric. Boom. Over top. Like right here. Grab right there. Right? So you're going to grab that grip right there. Boom, right there. And then you turn. Then you at least, okay, now you stop that situation where if he grabs your kid, then it's on. Then it's for a naked choke. Right? But the idea is if that happens, that scenario happens, he's 9 now, he's only going to get taller and bigger, and the parents are only going to order more competitive. That makes sense? So the idea right now is, okay, that's a good scenario, but really, what if I have to grab him? What if I have to hold him? What if I have to constrain him? Could you do it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Thank you. That's a great answer. Yeah. Because the idea behind jiu-jitsu is with technique, with proper technique and getting to the right place at the right time before our attacker even has a chance, that's how we win. That guy right there, promise you, I hope to God, that guy's not doing martial arts somewhere. That guy's not training. That guy's in the discipline of martial arts. He's not, if he's dropping F-bombs at a 9-year-old, he is not Zen. So the drills that we're going to do today are going to give you that advantage. Because at the end of the day, if you can beat them 1-2, there's a couple of positions that you're strong enough. I know, we're already trained enough to where you're strong enough. And if you can beat him to these few positions, you can literally hold a grown man and talk to him. Whisper in his ear, hey, I'm going to let you go. When I let you go, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So some of being those offensive positions is double overhooks to the back, an overhook and an underhook to the back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So these positions are, so this way. So if I have double overhooks, all right, go ahead, try and just do anything. All right, so if I let you go, all right, I'm going to let you go. When I let you go, all right, I'm not going to be as nice. Are we cool? That makes sense? That's a position I don't care.
Break someone's ribs doing that.
But the idea that, well, you could too, I'm telling you. So what I did was, it's a technique. I got here and I grabbed both of your elbows with my elbows. So once I grab an elbow and an elbow with my elbow and I gave it on here, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to let you do it to me and I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to play. I'm going to let you get this grip. All right, ready?
Okay.
So grab my elbows with your elbows. Yeah, see that? Nope, lower. Right there. So now you grab my elbows with your elbows. Now pray. Put praying hands. Praying hands. Nope, like this. Now turn them. Turn them. Now grab your thumb. Nope. Grab your thumb. Right there. No, watch, sorry. Right here. Let's do it. Turn it. Nope. Right here. Keep that thumb in like that. Grab it. That's called gable grip.
Okay.
That is your strongest grip you have. We have S grip.
Okay.
Go to it. A seat belt. But gable grip. Gable grip. Now switch gable grip. Now switch gable grip. Now switch gable grip. Now when I shoot out, I go here, hands together, gable grip. That's the strongest grip that you have. This one doesn't allow you to get your hands in. This one allows you to do this right here, which is when I'm trying to constrain someone, this is what you want to, again, I want to learn master the offense. All right, cool. So go ahead. Grab my elbows, get my elbows a little bit lower. There, now you have my elbows. Now, all right, we're playing a real game here, all right? Cool. When I say go, I'm going to try and get out. Ready?
Okay.
Go. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Got it? Cool. All right, I should be able to get out of that.
Yeah.
All right, now, most people, when you get there, what are you going to do? You're not just going to wait. All right, now, and this is once you get that double over, it's such a dominant position. All right, so once I get this double over, okay, now, go ahead, reach for my child really quick. All right, so I'm here, right? Boom. Now, does that make sense? Yeah. So now I'm here. So now, when you try and get out, you have to go low. Boom. And then I'm taking you. Then I'm going to lay on top of you, and then you are not getting up. All the strength that grown man had standing, you are now on top of him or next to him going, look, I am holding you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't want to get there. You don't want to get there. But I would like to think there's enough parents, enough other people that are going to jump in by the time they get to there. If you would hope so, right? You would hope so. Yeah. If it doesn't, that's why we're here. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But that's the idea. What we're going to work on right now is so that you feel more comfortable in those situations. All right? Because if you can feel more comfortable in these competitive situations than me, I'd like to think that guy right there that's losing his cool at a 9-year-old soccer game is not as trained. Does that make sense? And what we do today, however you feel, you're going to put in bad positions, put me in bad positions, just like that. All right? So what we're going to work right now is basically, go ahead, grab my wrist. First one, I'm going to come here. I'm going to take your back. I'm going to grab right here. All right, you're going to do the first thing I need you to do is protect your neck on this side. With this hand, protect your neck. Right there. All right, that's so I don't punch you, and that's so I don't choke you. So that's just got to be instant. That's one thing I just don't want you to do. I'm going, okay. So if somebody takes my back with one hand, I'm here. I sit like I'm sitting in a chair. I want to start headbutting. All right? That's ideal. I know how to take somebody's back. So if I take your back and I go here, all you're going to do is slowly put your head back. Don't do it too hard. Boom! Breaking my teeth, whatever. I know how to take your back. So when I take your back, I'm going right here. Does that make sense? So if I can master the offense, I understand the defense. I understand that, okay, somebody does that, I have to sit and be heavy. or they're going to throw me, and I just have to get out of that position. So we're going to work on right now. I'm getting you in a bad position, protecting the neck. Now put your left hand down to my wrist on this side. There, and now you're going to go here and you're going to push straight out, and then don't let go of that wrist and turn out. Boom. That's it. We drill that over and over and over again. All right. Then we're going to come in. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go double overhook. All right. And then when you go here, you're going to drop down like this. You're going to go here, and you're going to drop down like that. And what this does is it creates an angle so the arms go up. Somebody's squeezing you. If they're not lifting you, you still have a chance. You want to be heavy. And instead of going here or lifting out, I go right here. I'm here, and I go right here. And that creates an angle so the arms go up. But now the problem is what? They're going up towards your neck. So after, go behind me real quick. So the idea is once I drop down and I go here, I have to swing. Boom, and push away. So I don't just drop down and hang out there. But as soon as I feel that grip go up, now I go into you. And the idea there is, they call it low man wins. So the idea there is once I get here, I'm below there. Now you want to grab me right away. But before you do that, I'm going in and grabbing your leg and snatching. So that's the idea is, again, the whole idea behind the first one is you got me, no, I got you. The second one is I took your back, no, okay, now I'm out. The third one is, okay, you got my back with double overhooks. Now I'm not only going down, but I'm turning and driving you into the ground. Because now you're already down to your loss. Cool? All the situations, what? We do not want to happen. All right? But, like I said, we just played that scenario out. And so now, if he was to do that, you would probably end up like maybe with an over-under. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you went to grab that arm, and he's going to maybe grab, right, with the other one, you're going to end up, your left arm's going to shoot under my back and go right to your gable grip with this hand. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, remember, because you want to grab my, yep, let's go, so go again. So boom, so grab it. So I'm coming in, boom, boom, got it? No, go grab it. It's over here. So now, we're right here now. He's going, okay, what just happened? Here's what I want you to understand. Listen to their spine. Put your left ear on my spine. On my spine. Right there. So that bends me over. Now I can't. Oh, see, I can't grab you. I can't grab your hair. I know it's little stuff, right? Put your head back over there. I can grab your hair. I can punch right here. So you're right there. You're protected. And now you're just going, you're putting your head on my spine. And right there. That's where you want to be. That makes sense? Now right here, they can't grab you. They're going to start grabbing you. Or at least you start squeezing. And then you can maybe take them down or go, hey, look. You know what I mean? This is going to protect your child. That makes sense? Even if it's, look, bro, you started, you can get a hand on them. What are you doing? Boom. I mean, just put it in your head. All right? So you're going right in here. All right? Now, what are you doing? If I grab, yes. You're going to lift and put me right there. Whoosh. That makes sense? Yeah. That's judo, 101. All right? That's why judo is my favorite martial art for self-defense, probably. And it's my favorite martial art to watch. The idea there in judo, a knockout at the end of a fight in judo is what's called an ippon. An ippon is a clean throw. If I get a throw and sacrifice throw, I've got you up and all the way to the ground. And the fight's over. Why is that considered the end of a fight? Because it's the ancient samurai art. And you're fighting two samurai. If one was able to get close enough and get you to the ground, on the way down, that blade's out. Tap, tap, and they're moving on. So the theory is in samurai fighting or close range fighting, whoever hits the ground first is most likely going to die. Because that's the theory.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So whoever's on top. The same thing in mixed martial arts. If someone gets on top, normally they're punching, and that person will turn their back. If they're getting hit too much, they'll turn their back and give out their back, and we're going to get choked out. Most people would rather, this is instinct, when they start getting hit, they turn their back. I know it's crazy, but in that flight or fight moment, a lot of people, rather than get something broke or get knocked out, they turn their back knowing that what? At least if they get choked out, the ref's going to stop them. In a real fight, you're probably better off just going, okay, how many of these punches can I take? Because if I turn around and give this guy my back like I can in MMA, I may never wake up. So it's a much different ballgame. All right, grab that pink ball suit.